This is my new to me 2007 Lexus LS460, and it is the best bang for buck V8 daily driver that you can buy for under $8,000. Brand new, this car was around $90,000, which is a big ticket. And the fact that I was able to get it, and you can get one very easily for under $8,000, is awesome. However, being that it is depreciated and much cheaper than it originally was, let me show you around all of the flaws with this car inside and out. Very few, very minor, but to be noted. Scratches and wear on the rear bumper. Someone's mom rammed a shopping cart into the side rear door. Misaligned front bumper bracket on both sides, and then throughout the car there are just a few minor scuffs, scratches, and swirl marks. But overall, for being a near 20-year-old car, the exterior, especially from 10 feet away, is extremely clean and extremely well kept. Onto the interior, there are very few issues, except for one, which I'm sure you all have heard of, the Lexus sticky dash issue, where they had an issue with one of the materials they used on the interior. It faded, wore, and got sticky in the sun over the years. They had a recall, and unfortunately the previous owner did not go and get it fixed. So as you can see, the interior is absolutely mint, except for these small areas where they use that material. All this, no scratches, no marks. The leather is in pristine condition. And then you look at the armrests and a little bit of the glove box and some smaller areas. It's got that issue. But besides that, this interior is absolutely mint. You can see it on the rear doors. If you block that out, this door card looks brand spanking new. The last thing is mechanically. There are only two issues currently that I know of this car that have been here since I got it. I just have not gotten around to getting them fixed or fixing them myself. Number one, the front rotors are definitely warped. I can feel it as you're going speeds that are slightly higher than the speed limit on a racetrack. the car does vibrate when you get on the brakes, usually above around 75 miles an hour. So it's definitely a warped rotors issue. All the bushings in this car I've looked at are good. I had a little pre-purchase inspection done, and they said that was one of the issues. The second thing is this transmission definitely needs either a flush or maybe just a fluid change with what's in the pan. It shifts a little clunky in fifth gear, up and down. Like you would expect an LS to shift extremely smoothly throughout, and I would assume it's supposed to, but it's a little bit clunky, and sometimes it gets hung up around 1,000 RPMs when you're going uphill. Very weird, very specific, but I've found the exact issue about 3 times on forums and videos online, and all they say you got to do is replace the fluid. So I'm going to do that one sooner rather than later, because these transmissions I know are not cheap. If you don't know, this entire powertrain is shared with the Lexus ISF, a very popular V8 tuner car. Obviously, it's not the exact same engine, transmission, and tuning, but at its core, it's very similar. 4.6 liter V8 with the 8-speed automatic transmission. This one shifts a lot smoother. That one shifts a lot quicker and sharper. So, but overall, my point was, these transmissions and engines are not cheap, and I do not want to have to replace them. So I'm going to do that sooner rather than later. Being that this was Lexus's top of the line sedan at the time, and even to this day, the LS model has continued to reign supreme as the most luxury, comfortable sedan that you can buy. This car is loaded with features. Now keep in mind, I'm going to show you all the features that I love the most, and a lot of little things. This car is from 2007. Every time I get in this car and I go through all these features, I have to remind myself, this car is 20 years old. This car is more stacked than 90% of new cars on the market today. So let's go over some of these features because they are awesome. Starting over here, we have adjustable seatbelt height, 3 programmable settings for seat position, automatic fold in and fold out mirrors for when you unlock and lock the car, the ability to turn on or turn off the headlights tilting as you turn the steering wheel when you drive down the road, heated steering wheel, front and rear parking sensors, fully adjustable electronic steering wheel, a brake hold for when you're stopped at a red light, headlight cleaners, automatic parking brakes, It's got a dual zone climate system, an ashtray and cigarette lighter in the front, heated and cooled seats in the front, heated seats in the rear, a up and down moving rear sunshade. Ignore the items I have in here, but adding to the premiumness of this car, every cubby and cabin is felt lined. The center console, as well as the glove box, both have a nice lining of felt. And of course, they did not forget that middle center console in the back, which is also felt lined. In the back, we've got not one, not two under the seat, but 3 AC vents for each side. Another ashtray in the door, again, on both sides. Full controls in this cherry wood veneer center console for your rear heated seats. And again, you can adjust the sunshade with that button. My girlfriend and her friend loves this one. A pop down light up mirror on both sides. Soft closing doors. Leather coated grab handles and pop down coat hangers throughout the car. Of course, a cigarette lighter for the 3 ashtrays that are in this car. And if you are sitting in the rear right seat and you want a little bit more legroom and your chauffeur is driving you to your business meeting, seat controls, so you can move this seat all the way forwards and give yourself as much legroom as needed back here. Of course, if the mirrored lights weren't enough, 2 spotlights on each side for both rear passengers. A pop up and down center headrest if you have a third person in the car. Move the bear out the way. You can comfortably sit 3 back here, no problem whatsoever. This is more of a convenience for the driver. A trunk that automatically goes up and down with the press of a button, and of course you can actuate that with key fob remotely. This massive trunk, I drive this thing back and forth to college. We were able to pack 4-month-long break worth of stuff and bags into this car and drive everybody home with plenty of room. Of course, the entire trunk is carpeted, and this bottom carpet is a thick layer of carpet and rubber backed, so if you spill anything, no worries at all. Hooks if you want to tie anything down, and of course, as it goes up, it also goes down, no problem whatsoever, which is such a small novelty and a very common feature even on really base model cars, but it just feels great. It's so satisfying. And soft close. A steering wheel that automatically moves in and out of the way when you get in and out of the car, which is awesome. And these seats, which are, I swear to you, infinitely adjustable. Lumbar support, up, down, forward, back. The base of the seat moves independently from the entire seat, so for different length legs and thighs. Headrests, they can move up and down manually if you want, or as you move the seat back, they will go further up because it's assuming you are a taller person, which is just awesome and super simple. I don't know why most cars don't have that. But these things move every which way and have a very large range for all of their movement, which is awesome. And just overall, this car is extremely premium. Exactly what you expect for a Lexus, especially for something out of the early 2000s where the quality was a little bit better with real premium perforated leather. And all of the wood that you see throughout is real cherry wood veneer from Japan. I did a little bit of research on the interior specs that you can get, and the black with the red cherry wood, to my understanding, is one of the rarer options. And as you can see, all of this wood is in immaculate condition. Again, besides the small scuff marks in the interior, the leather, small cracks and a little bit of wear, but for being this old, extremely good condition. The other thing with this car that is extremely impressive is that everything I just listed works, except for this rear sunshade. It only goes down about halfway, but I have a feeling if I mess with that for about 10 minutes, I'll be able to get that fixed, no problem. But everything works. Compare that to old Mercedes from the 90s and early 2000s, Maseratis, things of this caliber always have electrical gremlins and just issues, and that comes from this car having that Toyota reliability. Yes, it's a Lexus, obviously built by Toyota. This thing is a tank. It's got 147 and 731 miles on it, and it still runs like a dream. All I do is basic maintenance, and this thing just keeps on chugging. The V8 is super healthy, super strong, super torquey, and very fun to drive. This car is way faster than it needs to be, and for 2007, this thing hauled ass. I would venture to say it's probably faster than the Mustang GT of this year. Fishy!
down one fish.
While I was editing this video, I realized that I either didn't press record or something for the previous driving section of the video. So here we are on another day doing the driving section of this video. There are only a few main points that I want to talk about with this car. The one thing that is my favorite part about this car is how quickly it goes from a dead silent luxury cruiser to a very fun, like big body, torquey, loud V8 boat. I'm not sure how the microphone's gonna be able to pick up the sound and how loud this muffler delete is. However, as soon as you put the windows down and you put on the power mode, which more or less just improves the throttle response significantly, and it's got a little sport mode too, which revs it up higher before shifting. Really just makes this car a lot of fun to drive for a daily. I can't think of any other daily cars where you can pop it in sport mode, pop on the power mode, and really go as fast as this car and have as much fun as this car. And then as soon as you turn those things back off, you put it in a regular mode, you put it in drive, you've got cruise control, you got your heated steering wheel, heated, cooled seats, you got all the amenities, automatic everything, wipers. You really don't have to do much, especially when you're on the highway. I drive this car on the highway a lot, going back and forth to college. I believe I already mentioned that. And it's more or less 4 or 5 hours of just straight highway. This thing, there are a couple other cars I've driven back and forth to college with other people or whatnot. It's the most comfortable. I don't have to do anything. I sit here, I put on my music. If I've got people with me, I'm just chatting with them. That's the other thing too. You can easily have a conversation with somebody, front seat, back seat, with the muffler delete. And yeah, this thing is just dead comfortable. There's zero drone on the highway, and it's great. But then as soon as you're in the city, you know, want to have some fun, you put your foot down and you've got nearly 400 foot-pounds of torque to work with. You really can't beat it. So that's more or less all I want to say. I'm not gonna any too much about this car. I mean, you guys can pretty much guess what it's gonna be like. It's a big boaty luxury car. So now, all that being said, this car is awesome. I challenge you guys in the comments, leave a car that you could find for about this price point, 7 to 8K. You can find junkier ones of these for 4 to 5. You can find nicer ones for 10 to 13. But $7,000 to $8,000 is about how much this car comes in this good condition. I believe, I mean, I have to think, I haven't really thought about it, but try to find something that's faster, 4 doors, with a massive trunk, as many features as this car, and as comfortable as this car. I really do not think that you can do it. This car is incredibly practical space-wise. You know, highway gas mileage is actually pretty good. You know, I get high 20s, 27-ish. It's really only in the city where that gas mileage starts to take a little beating. But I wish you the best. I really do. I would be shocked, and I'm excited to see what the comments have to say. I would be shocked to find anything that I would agree with is a better choice. Also, reliability. Come on, it's a Toyota. So yeah, leave a comment if you can think of anything. If you have a daily yourself and you're like, damn, I really like this, I've had no issues, leave a comment. That's pretty much all I've got. This car is awesome. If you're looking for a daily and you're a car enthusiast and you want something with a V8, you want something with tons of space, especially if you're doing a lot of highway driving, this thing is dead comfortable. Check out an LS460. They're extremely underrated, and you can get them for a very good price, especially right now. I hope the prices don't go up. I've actually seen a couple posts on Instagram in the past like month or two about LS460s. It might just be because I bought one and I'm looking things up, so the algorithm is feeding me stuff, but I don't know. Hopefully the prices stay down. So that's pretty much all I've got for you guys for this video. Populate the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think my opinions are right? Do you agree with me? Do you think this thing is awesome, slept on? Do you have any terrible experiences with these? I haven't really heard much. But what do you think? Let me know what you think. Let me know if you can think of any other better options. I wish you the best, because I really don't think there are many. So thank you guys for watching this video. I will 100% see you in the next one. Volvo content is coming soon. LS build content is coming soon. That's about all I've got. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Definitely subscribe and like the video. It helps me immensely. And follow me on Instagram at max._jelly. That's all I've got for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.